There are different levels at which we are sincere in our need. The highest level, it is perhaps best described to us by Shaykh al-Arabi. And he says, to God belongs sincere allegiance. Our allegiance is to God, free of the taints of otherness and egoism. And that your extinction in Him should be total. The essence, the attributes, the acts, and the deen should all cease to be relevant for you. The worship of the sincere ones is the imprint of the manifestations of the beloved, and nothing passes through their hearts except the beloved, except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What he is saying here, in simple terms, is that the way that we tend to perceive sincerity is I am here. And when I am doing my deed, I look up to Allah who's somewhere else, billah, and I want to align what I am doing with the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? And that is what I'm trying to do. I am an other to God. But when we reach the highest level of sincerity, may Allah make us amongst their number, we no longer recognize the self because we dissolve ourselves into the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We no longer see ourselves as entities that have some desires, but our desires are only what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wills. And Allah gives us many examples in the Quran of this. For example, about Bibi Khadija, Surah 93, verse number 8. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he's talking about the Prophet, and he says, وَوَجَكَ عَائِلًا فَأَغْنَى. We found you poor and we made you rich. Allah does not give credit here to Bibi Khadija. He doesn't say that we found you poor, O Prophet, and Bibi Khadija gave you wealth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sees her action is so sincere, it is so pure, that He takes that and He dissolves it into His own will. And He takes credit for that action. How great a compliment could that be? In the same surah, verse number 6, أَلَمْ يَجِدْكَ يَتِيمًا فَآوَى. Did we not find you an orphan and give you shelter? He looks to the sincerity of Hazrat Abu Talib, and he says the amount that this man has sacrificed for the Prophet, the way he gave up everything just for the Holy Prophet's success, was such that he no longer cared about himself, it was only Allah.